The following program is rated S for stupid. Welcome back, everybody, to Dungeons and Degenerates. You know, we're gonna do our best here to not have you all die in a pile of fire like somebody last time. Speaking of last time you guys got into a bar fight outside of a bar. Yes, the bar fight followed you home, and you guys got into a bloody battle walking out of it was an armor store, basically a shitty pawn shop, which you were immediately attacked by an orc and his two dwarven friends. A javelin was thrown, immediately dropping Eris to the ground and just decimating her. At that point, a bloody battle in the streets began, and two teams fought it out square in the middle, just so barely our new squad made it out. You guys barely made it. People were decapitated. I believe two of them, to be exact. One of them by Sia, who jabbed two blades into an orc's neck and yanked them backwards, separating his head from his body as it fell forward and ripped the remaining skin. While Roderick took his great axe like a baseball bat and cleaved off one of their heads, sending it flying into the air. Just barely surviving, you all made it back to the academy, in which you took down Eris for a little bit of rest and got your instructor to kind of bring her back. Shortly after that, the guards clearly came because there was a very bloody fight in the middle of a very busy street, and they had to look into it. Very narrowly escaping imprisonment, you guys did an adequate job talking to the police and informing them that it was mostly their fault, even though you guys kind of antagonized it a little bit. But nonetheless, you guys did a great job, and then you were informed that you needed to get some rest because tomorrow was the big battle. This is where you find out your placement within the academy. Before, it was to make sure as a squad you kind of understood what each other is capable of. Apparently, some of you are capable of cold-hearted murder by shooting one in the chest with an arrow immediately, but I digress. Today, it's all about teamwork. It's finding out as a team how well you all do. And I guess we're going to find that out right now. So, you guys wake up to your squad leader just screaming at you, just making sure you are up and at 'em and ready to go. Are you guys ready to go?
Aye, I'm gonna grab my battle axe and be ready to go.
Perfect. So you all take point, you get up and start putting your clothes on, and your instructor stands over. All right, let's do this. I need mean faces. I need war faces. We're going to go out there, and you guys are going to knock them dead. I believe in you.
I want to decapitate them motherfuckers.
Okay, calm down. That's a bit much. That seemed really aggressive.
Fine, I would have maimed them.
That works.
If we chop their heads off in the thing, do they come back?
Yeah, it's gruesome. They'll never sleep right again. It's bad.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why the sand envelops people nearly immediately, to prevent the maiming, because first of all, you feel it. Second of all, you'll never see it. That lives with you. But that's not the point. Right now, the point is to get mean. I need my squad ready to kill at a moment's notice, and that's what today's all about. Get your gear on and meet me in the pits. And he storms off. Nope, storms off.
All right.
Doesn't understand a word you're saying.
Put on some badass clothing.
Oh, badass clothing. Hold on. Yes,
I don't know if she has that, though.
Probably not. It's mostly pretty frilly. You'll have to invest in that.
Yeah, she'll probably just have on the knee-high boots and then, like, a shorter dress.
Wow. So somebody's definition of badass is sluttier. Good to know.
Because she doesn't have anything.
Listen, hey, I'm not one to judge. I'm just one to point out the obvious.
Listen, I think you're making a great choice. You should wear what you want to wear.
I mean, a long dress doesn't make sense for like a.
Well, then, since one person's defending another one, what's Sia wearing to this grand shindig of a fight?
I think she always wears.
You should probably get more clothes. They probably smell. You know what? For the sake of it, we'll say that in the morning, or maybe last night before we went to bed, Eris kind of took the time to do prestidigitation on everyone's clothes, making them freshen up, so you guys aren't just foul and disgusting. Because you were covered in blood and very gross, and nobody took a bath. No one thought to wash. So, prestidigitation can do most of that work for you, so you're okay.
Curious, what are we called, by the way?
Let's come up with that right now, guys.
Do this while you're walking to the pit.
All right.
Okay.
Go on, team names. Someone throw some shit out.
What, the Degenerates?
The Eris 4?
No.
Okay.
I like the Eris 4.
Fury.
So even if I die, I'm still there in the team name.
Eris, you plan on dying?
No. I'm not gonna intentionally plan on dying.
That is good. Let's come up with something that isn't centered on you.
All right, what else? Who else has an idea? We have, so far, one of our options is Eris 4.
What do you think, Sia?
Well, I think we should call ourselves Dynasty. So if people hear our name, they don't like murders or anything. Just saying. And it sounds classy.
Dynasty 4. There are 4 of us, right?
What? There are 4 of us, right? And Randy just kind of slinks away, just...
The Dynasty 5.
Like
No,
the Jackson
madam, it's
5.
fine.
I don't like the number.
Dynasty 5.
Festive.
Aye. Why are you ringing up Spanish?
Spanish doesn't exist.
Roderick, that is Dwarvish.
Aye. I don't
No
know.
wonder nobody can understand him. Oh, if Dwarvish is Spanish, I made a very insensitive joke last session about him potentially being deported. Oh God. Oh fuck. You guys are almost to the thing without a definitive
about-
name.
Oh, bloodthirsty
Red mantle.
killers. That'll work.
I like it.
Yeah.
Alright. There. The red mantles. There we go.
I
Red
wish we would
mantles.
have come up with a name before. I would have wore red.
You'll have
You're-
blood all over you. It
You're on
doesn't matter.
fire.
Gee.
Eris,
You-
we'll take care of it later.
Oh, so it's about me. Okay. I get
Okay, at this point, you are now arriving at the pits. You guys arrive at the pits, and the arena is packed. What was before a few groups waiting their turn is now the entire school is in attendance. These stands surrounding the actual fighting pit are packed. They are surrounded as people are laughing and cheering and shoving each other and amping each other up for the fights ahead, knowing that this is going to be some of the most real combat a lot of them have ever seen. You all take your seats, and a few moments later, your instructor comes up. All right, everybody, so we're ready to do this. I just need to know that you guys are ready to fight, right?
Aye, I'm ready to chop some fucking heads off. Let's do it.
I'm sure that was a confirmation of ready to fight. I'm sure it was.
Aye. I'm just gonna nod.
All right, so if we're all ready, we're up pretty early, so just sit back, and they'll call you guys out. For now, we have you a pre-made name of Team 4, so just...
We're Red Mantle.
Yeah, you've already been put into the system as Team 4. You're Team 4. We can have it changed later, but you're Team 4. Red Mantle?
I'm gonna point at Kiri.
Mantle like a mantle above like a fireplace?
No, more like what you wear on your shoulders.
Oh,
What?
okay. I thought you meant like you held knickknacks.
Oh my god.
Did you
That
pay
You
for
wear the weight of the world on our shoulders.
knickknacks? The knickknacks are on your shoulders. And anyway, so you guys just chill out, and pretty soon it'll be your turn.
At this time, I'd like to sharpen my. I'd like the whetstone that I have and just start sharpening the axe.
All right. Yeah, you take the blade, you start to slide your palm across it with the whetstone, just very carefully, sharpening it up a little bit.
We're literally a fireplace, guys.
What? We still have some time to come up with a name.
We're a fireplace. We're not gonna
Near
come
our
up-
flame.
That was almost like adorable.
She's gonna light up like.
So you guys are sitting there mumbling to yourselves about team names and who or who may not be fires within the fireplace. And one by one, teams are coming up. The first team to come aboard are these two just giant Minotaur brothers. They stand shoulder to shoulder, and they look intimidating until they start kind of goofing around with each other, and they end up tripping each other and like pushing each other over. And you realize they're pretty young in their like more early teenage years, but still gargantuan Minotaurs. And up against them are 5 gnomes, and they all dart back and forth. And you can see the gnome starting to crawl up the other one, and with no disregard to their own safety, you see one swing an axe into its brother's back, having the gnome completely as it falls into the sand and slowly lowers beneath it. The fight is brutal and bloody and damn near instantaneous, where these Minotaur just ripping them apart. The final gnome is caught screaming by his legs, no, 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 Jesus Christ! And he grabs him by the mouth and just squeezes his jaw until little bits of red mist burst between his fingers, and his jaw goes limp, and the whole bottom half of his head just kind of goes like limp and spewing blood. And he just tosses him on the sand where he sinks below. A few moments later, an announcer comes over and says, "Oh, sweet Jesus! Yep, the Minotaurs win. Good job, Team 1. God damn it. Okay. Next up, we've got Team 3, the Bovales, against Team 4, Red Mantle, like above a fireplace. Okay, I guess I can hold that.
Feel stupid.
All right, Red Mantle and Bovales, make your way to the fighting pit. You're up next.
We're a fucking fireplace.
You guys make your way down the steps to the pit, and what you see across from you are 3 identical twins standing shoulder to shoulder. They stand there. Yeah, they're triplets. They're just chilling. They stand there holding scimitars in their hands and light crossbows on their hips. They are all staring you down, ready to fight until the last breath. They know that what's ahead of them may not be easy, but they are willing to die in or out of this ring to stop you to get that top spot. Behind them stands an older gentleman bearing a slight resemblance to the boys, which you can assume would be their father. Now, he stands there tall, holding a sharp, long scimitar, and he has his coat on, and when he pulls the coat off, dangling all over his body are daggers. He has made essentially armor out of just daggers he can release from him and throw forward. And he stands there grabbing 2 and putting them in his palms, waiting, so kind of swaying back and forth. And just beneath his feet is a cute little tabby cat.
Guys, I don't like that older man. He probably needs to go first.
I'm particularly suspicious about the cat.
I don't trust it. I don't trust that small furry creature.
Just one fireball and it's up in flames. We don't gotta worry about it.
That's animal cruelty.
Are the
not
triplets
wrong.
cute?
Roll me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Yeah, no, they're pretty cute.
Why
They're
did
pretty
I
good
waste
looking.
one on that?
Yeah, no, they are. You can tell they're probably in their late teens. They're actually probably around the same age as you. They are all human males. They all have like basically the same everything. Like they're as identical twins can be. Same haircut, same height, same body type, same clothes. It's impossible to tell one from another. And they have short blonde hair, just dazzling blue eyes, nice chiseled jaw. You tell they're wearing armor, but beneath you can tell they're in good shape. And of course, they have a cute cat. So
Ayers is gonna do like a little flirtatious wave at the one in the middle.
give me a performance check.
18.
He kind of like very like slowly points to himself, like me. Like, you talking to me?
She's gonna shake her head, yes.
He blushes a little bit. Jesus.
You got this, guys.
A few moments later, an announcer comes over. All right, so good luck, everybody, and don't bleed too much on the sand. Your bodies regenerate. The sand does not. We have to clean that. All right, the Bovales, are you ready? And the father stands up and he holds 2 daggers over and says, "We are ready." All right, hold on. Red mantles. Mantles? Is it plural? Doesn't matter. Red mantles, are you guys ready?
Aye.
All
Let's
right.
get on with the killing already.
All right. Begin in 3, 2, 1. Roll for initiative.
I got a 17.
All right. Kim.
13.
13. All right. Eris. Sorry, I meant to say.
11.
See ya. Jesus Christ. And Curie.
15.
Okay, so you're right in front of Eris. Okay. So the boss steps up, and you can see the father kind of step through his family, and he points at you, and he points right at Roderick holding his big axe. He says, "That one dies first." And he starts to twirl his blades in his hands, and he just stands there waiting for your reaction. And next are the Suns, which are going to go in a V formation directly towards you, one always out in front. They get about halfway through the court until they can get to you.
All right. I'm going to go in barbaric rage, and I'm going to charge.
Okay. You can get almost to the first Sun. You're just like inches away. You can't quite get within range, though.
All right. And since I used my movement to get there, and since I used my bonus action, can I be prepared to dodge?
Yeah, you will take the dodge action as a reaction. Okay. Next up, we have Curie.
Bonus action, arcane weapon,
Okay.
and then fire my crossbow at the closest sun.
Okay, your crossbow. Now, what is its what is its range on that?
80.
80? Okay, he's just within then. Okay, go ahead and roll me an attack.
Ooh, that's a natural 1.
Oh, your crossbow will misfire. You must use an action to restring it.
Okay.
All right, Eris, you are up.
So how far away are like? So my most like longest ones are 120. Are anyone in that?
Oh yeah, they're all within it. The father
okay,
is
so-
80. So they're all within that.
I want to go for the closest sun,
Okay.
and I want to use firebolt.
Now I'm gonna let you know right now, the closest sun is the one you winked at.
I don't want to go for that one.
Okay, either the ones on his sides are uninterested.
Okay, then I want to go for the one that's closest to me. That's not that one.
Okay, the other ones are basically on each side of him. So you will attack the one to his right. Roll an attack.
Okay. It is 17.
That sure as shit hits. Roll damage.
10.
You rear back and you throw a firebolt at him, and it hits him so square in the chest, he goes falling backwards onto his back and is now laying prone. And he is on fire, patting at himself. He is not in good shape. Sia, you're up.
Put myself right in front of both Curie and Eris, and I'm going to take out my bow and arrow, and I'm going to shoot the one on fire.
Okay, what's the range on your bow?
80.
80, he's within range. Take a shot.
9 damage.
You see him patting himself out, just violently slapping at his chest, yelling. And he looks up, and right as he's looking up to make sure he's no longer on fire, a bolt hits him right in the nose and pierces out the back of his head. He falls limp and slowly starts to be enveloped by the sand. Top of the list is the enemy. The two of them are going to go right up on Roderick and both take attacks on him with their scimitars. The first one is an 18 plus something, 4, so that's definitely going to hit. That's a 14 plus 4, so 18. So those will all hit, unfortunately. Let's see. That's 7 damage on the first attack, and 6 damage on the second one. Holy shit.
Oh, each go la chi.
How you feeling?
1 out of 14, I got a 1.
Wow. Wow, yeah, you, the first guy runs and jabs you in the lower side of your abdomen and pierces up into you, and the other one slashes down, hitting you across the neck and collarbone, taking a big chunk out of you, and they both retreat back and waiting for an attack. Jesus, and now it's the boss's turn, and the boss, I fucked up, but he's going to attack anyway. He is going to throw a knife into Roderick, right over his son's heads, and let's see how that goes. Oh, he definitely hits. That is it's 15 plus 5, so...
well, I'm dead.
Yeah, so you're down. You go collapsing, and slowly the sand envelops you. Yeah, just made sure.
Well, there I go.
You took 1 damage, by the way.
Yep. Damn it.
You would have had any more, because he rolled a 2, but it's reduced because of your rage, so... Yep.
God damn it.
But,
well, that did not work out as well as I planned.
and you now see him disappear under the sand. So he is no longer in play. Kiri, you are up.
Crossbow shot at the closest one.
Well, I guess you wouldn't know that. So go ahead. Well, actually, they're equal now. So which brother do you want to hit? Let's just say top or bottom.
Top.
Top it is. All right, so you take a shot at the top. Let's see what you roll.
Damn it. 10.
Oh, just quite. You fire just high, and he kind of just ducks out of the way, and it is just standing there. They're ready to move in on you. Eris.
I want to chill touch the dad, and that's 120 feet.
That's
Is
plenty
he
of range.
still-
Oh, yeah. He's gotten even closer.
24.
24 definitely fucking hits.
4.
4 damage. So what did you do to him? It's a chill touch?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a hand grabs him.
Yeah,
And then he
it's
takes
basically, it just grabs his shoulder, and you can see the hand materialize on his shoulder and squeeze as ice shards kind of splinter off of his armor. But he seems to handle it pretty well. Sia.
I am going to use my bow on the dad. 14. The
That's
papa.
just going to miss. You shoot the arrow right in between the brothers, and he sees it coming, and he just swings his scimitar up, and it splits the arrow in half, and the shrapnel of the arrow hits him and just falls off of his armor. So the two brothers are going to sprint right into Sia's face, but they're going to use all of their action to get on you, and the father is going to move about half and throw a dagger into Sia. So let's see if he can hit. He does not. That's a 2+4. So he throws a dagger right at your feet, and he tries to play it off like he meant to do that. And he looks and goes, "That's fine. I'll kill you next time." And he seems pretty confident that he can do that. Kiri, you're up.
I will cast Fury Fire on the two brothers.
You can hit both of them with it?
It is a ranged attack. As a 20-foot area, I would like to position it to where Sia is not in range.
Then what we'll do is, Sia, you're going to just roll a dex save, and if you save, you take no damage.
Perfect.
It's not a damage. They get outlined with violet light, and any attacks against them are with advantage.
Okay, well, you'll still have that effect.
Okay.
If you fail the dex. So what is the dex save? Ooh,
14.
natural 1 for the first one. That's a bad roll. That is going to be a 14 on the second. So natural 1 for the first one. He is engulfed in the light, and the second one is saving from it. What about Sia?
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20,
It
you
would've been
save.
fun. So
Yep, you were good to go. So you do not take the negative effect. Okay, so it is now Eris's turn. One of them is glowing. Dylan, top or bottom?
Top.
Top? Okay. So you see the guy that you winked at and was like blushing that you did it envelops in this weird light.
I want to Chaos Bolt that boy.
The one you like? Okay. Roll an attack with advantage.
Yeah. Thank God for advantage. 15.
15 just barely hits. Go ahead and roll damage on him.
Oh, damn. Okay, so
Damage
psychic.
you do. Psychic
and
damage.
then 1. Damn it.
Yeah, so you got 16 damage then, right? Yeah.
7, 8, and then 1.
Yeah, so 16. You throw this energy at him, and as soon as it hits him, it kind of disperses around him, and it seems to kind of envelop his head and enter inside of him. And you can see him sit there kind of rocking. No. It starts screaming and panicking until he starts to seize up and just falls backwards dead and sinks into it. Now, seeing his son die, this should have happened already once before, his father, clearly he didn't like the other son, his father seizes and with his reaction can throw 2 daggers at his targets because of his watching his children die. So his targets are going to be, of course, Eris for making his son scream and then die, and probably the other bitch who shot an arrow at him, so the 2 women will take shots. That is a 15 for Eris.
Yeah, that hits.
And a natural 1 for Sia. He's definitely not going to hit that one.
So how much damage?
Let's
do
see
I
how
take?
much damage you take. Let's see. It's only a d4 plus 3. 5 damage. So he throws 2 daggers at the same time. Sia sees her coming and just kind of ducks under it as it goes sailing between everybody else. And Eris sees that and goes, "Oh no, you must get hit by a dagger," and then takes a dagger in the shoulder, not paying attention to the one that's flying at her. Okay, so next up is Sia herself, who just dodged a knife.
So I'm going to try to shoot the other last child in the head with my bow.
Oh, okay. He's right on top of you. You'll have disadvantage firing from that close.
Oh, so now he's up close at this point?
Oh, yeah, he's right on top of you.
Hmm.
You can also use your cunning action to disengage, step away, and then shoot him.
Oh, yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, you do just that. Roll for an attack.
17.
17 does it. You step back, and now you're standing between your 2 other friends, and about halfway taking your second step, you just fire an arrow. Roll damage.
7.
7 damage. It hits him in the knee. He goes, "Ah! I'll never adventure again!" And he kind of like grabs at his knee in pain, just writhing in it. He's not having a good time whatsoever. It's going to be his turn now. He is going to cut the arrow free and limp over towards, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, you killed his brother. You know what? The person right most in front of him is Kiri, so he's going to go after Kiri, and he is going to bring down his scimitar right on top of you.
And that's the sun?
12 plus 5, yes. So he gets, 12 plus 5.
17?
No, 12 plus 4, but he still hits. Yeah, 16. 1d6, and that is plus what? 5 damage. So he swings the scimitar down, slashing your right arm, kind of making you retract backwards. And it's Big Daddy's turn. Big Daddy sees this, and he is not a fan of what you guys are doing. Big Daddy, I think, is going to get into the fray. He's sick of this, and he's going to rush Eris and swing 2 scimitar attacks at her. He's not a fan of your fiery bullshit. You watch this. That's a 17 plus 5? 5, yep.
Yeah,
Plus 6. And the second one is a 7 plus 6, which will also hit, I'm pretty sure, right?
I'm a 14.
Oh, then just a miss on the second one. Good shit. All right, so 1d6 of damage coming your way. 9 damage on you. Good thing you got that level up.
I wish I got level up.
Yeah.
You hear echoing from the grave.
We still don't know what you're saying.
Actually, he sounds more clear now that he's ethereal. It's weird. But he is right on top of Eris, and Kiri, it is your turn. You have one of the sons swinging down on you, trying to kill you now.
Frostbite.
Frostbite him, got
14.
it. Let's see how he does. His con is not great. That's a natural 20, though. So he does not need great con. I'm sorry, dude.
Alright.
These dice are mean as shit.
Yeah, get rid of them.
Never. They're fucking great. Eris, you now have the father bearing down on you, swinging at you wildly, and doing pretty good damage with 1 attack. What would you like to do?
What happens if I disengage? Like, what does that do?
For you, that it's counted as an action, so it will mean you won't be able to make an attack. You can still move and get away from him, but you won't be able to use any kind of anything like an attack.
Okay, I want to disengage and get as far away from him as I can.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. So you just kind of run off to the side, trying to create distance. And that's going to be your turn. Next up is Sia.
So the son that I shot in the knee, I'm gonna take a shot for his head again.
Okay, you're going to back up again because he's still within range.
No, I'll just take out my my sword then.
Okay, your rapier. All right. So go ahead and roll me an attack on him. He's not looking good.
14.
14 is going to beat it, so roll damage.
8.
8, definitely. You see him kind of limping already, and he's slashing down on Kiri, and he turns, and an arrow hits him right in the eye, and just slides through his skull out the back of his head, just keeps sailing, and he just looks at you for a moment, almost unfazed, and then just collapses into the sand. It starts to envelop him. All the sons are dead, only the father remains.
Thank you, Sia.
And with that, though, the father is going to step in between both of you and swing 1 attack on each of you.
Damn.
Yeah, so 11 plus 6 on Sia, sorry. And a 13 plus 6 on Kiri. So those are both going to hit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
both
5 plus 3, so we have 8 damage for Sia.
Okay.
And 9 damage for Kiri. Jesus, he maxed that out.
Yeah, buddy.
How are you feeling?
Oh no.
Kiri's down.
Kiri's down. He slowly starts to fall backwards as the scimitar crashes with his chest, and he falls back into the sand, slowly being enveloped. Holy shit. Eris, you are up.
I want to cast Witch Bolt.
Witch bolt him.
20.
20, that's definitely a hit. Roll damage.
10.
10 damage, that's a good hit. You cast a witch bolt and it hits him in the right shoulder, which kind of tends him to recoil and have to turn and look at you a little bit. And with Sia right there next to him, Sia, you're up. He's right there in front of you.
I'm gonna keep using my again. I'm gonna try to slash his throat.
Okay, the rapier just slash. Jesus. All right, roll an attack.
Natural 20.
Eyo, roll damage. Double the dice number.
16 plus 4, so 20.
Jesus, 20 damage. You slash him clean across the throat, and you see him have to reach up and grab the spewing blood as he turns and looks at you. Still not down, but he does not look like he is doing well. He didn't expect such a ferocious attack, and he is fucked. He looks real bad, just spewing blood out. Let's see, what can he do? Basically nothing except try to stab you again. He's gonna go ahead and roll an attack. A natural 1 on the first one. Oh my god, and a fucking 2 on the second one. God damn it. He's spewing so much blood it's getting in his own eyes as he's just thrashing at you, just thrashing away, slashing. He's not able to do anything. Eris, you're up.
So, I can do the 1d12 lightning damage on him again for Witch Bolt since it's concentration.
Oh, it is, yeah. So go ahead and just roll
Am
another
I able
d12.
to do anything else?
No, that's your
after
action.
that?
You can move, I think,
Okay.
but you can't do another action or anything. You have to
11.
concentrate on that. 11 more damage. You see him getting sprayed by this lightning beam, just this solid beam hitting him as he drops to one knee, and he's just barely alive. He's just barely alive. Holy shit. See ya. You're up.
So I'm going to. He's on one knee, right?
He's down. He's barely
Okay.
alive. He's ready to slash at your knee at this point.
So I'm gonna grab his shoulder and go to stab his heart with my rapier.
Jesus.
Um,
You monster.
16.
16 does hit. Roll damage.
5.
5?
5. I got a 1. I rolled a 1.
Oh my god! He is screaming for death. Your sword is in his chest, and his blood is spurting out of his nose and mouth. And he's just, kill me! Just wanting it to be over, because it hurts so bad. Eris, how long can you keep that witch bolt up? Is it just until?
Yeah, I think it's until I break my concentration.
Roll damage then.
I got a 1.
He only had 6 hit points when Sia hit him. How does this lightning bolt in his back kill him, Liz? Tell us in Eris's words how he dies.
I'm going to, as I'm like holding my concentration, I'm gonna move closer, and then I'm gonna be like, bam, and do like a weird like little gesture, like I'm like calling it forth with my hand to make it look like it goes from the heavens.
But it's a beam of light from your hand, I think.
I know.
Okay, it's fine. This bolt hits him, and you can see, you're looking into his eyes. You have your hand or shoulder rooting around his insides with a knife. The sword through him, sticking out his back, wiggling a little bit, almost like a tail. It's really fucked up. Just grinding away, and you can see his eyes light up as lightning starts to course through him until his eyes pop and spray blood on you, and he falls backwards, your sword pulling from his chest, and he is enveloped by the sand.
Oh my god.
Yes, we are victorious.
And
Bitches!
over the PA, slowly the sand starts to open up as both Roderick and Curie are brought back from the dead, closing up. You guys all get full health, by the way. Everyone go back. Oh, Jesus. So, that was very violent. We said try not to spill so much blood. It's everywhere. You were covered in it. Anyway, good job, the red mantles. Yeah, good job, everybody. Oh, my God. Go ahead and take a little break, and you'll be into the next round.
Guys,
Guess
new
it's time for the
name
Minotaurs.
suggestion. Okay, new name suggestion, the Red Phoenix. You rise from the ashes. Technically it was Stan, but you rose. Fire.
It makes sense. I mean,
Wait, what color do we want, guys?
I say the Crimson Phoenix.
Ooh, just another fancy word for red. Are you okay with this?
We.
Are you sure? Because that sounded like a sad we. Wait, it was a sad we?
Well, here is the deal. We both were down in the sand. We came back up. This is
Yeah, I'm
what.
still in pain, Eris.
I'm sorry. I'll go tell the people they got the name wrong.
And
I-
next time you're taking a dagger to the face.
Okay. I'm gonna go find the announcer person.
Yeah, he sits atop. I'm trying to DM stuff, but he's definitely available for you at all times.
Okay.
So he's sitting up there. He's, oh hey, it's you. What's up?
We couldn't help but notice that you got our name wrong.
No, I have it right here. Your guy, he brought it over to me immediately and said, "Oh, by the way, it's not Team 4. They want to go buy, hold on, the Red Mantles. You guys like hold
Yeah, no,
knickknacks?"
that was no, that was the wrong name. That was a joke name. We're
Oh.
actually the Crimson Phoenix.
Oh, that's not. Hey, Crimson for the Academy. I get it. That's hey, good on you for showing team colors.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
Yeah, you meant to do that, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe you, but anyway,
I believe me.
I'll go ahead and write that in. I promise.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go. So we need another game plan, okay?
That was not
Right.
fun.
So this time I will be the meat shield, I promise.
Okay.
I say we both run up there. That way we have more of a
Oh.
chance to hit them.
I think
Oh.
we all stay together in the back, wait for them to come to us.
No, I think
Me further in the back.
I think the little foreign one here is right. I think you should be in the back and we should be in front.
Okay.
The lone foreign? Really?
No offense.
Bullshit! Damn albino bastard.
Oh, all right, everybody.
That's racist.
All right, everybody. If everybody's ready, the next round of battle will begin. Good job, everyone. Oh my
got real
God.
quiet.
So, okay, appreciate, not enough people applaud me. Most people just kind of disregard me because all I ever do is kind of sit here, and I'm real excited to hear some applause, so thank you. Okay, so, in this corner, we have, oh, hell, what's his name? God, I have it somewhere. Hello? Sir, what's your name? Walking into the center of the ring is this man with long blonde hair, kind of narrow features, kind of a slim guy, holding a guitar like a lute. And he sits there and slowly plucks away and goes, hello, my name is Bobby. Oh, okay, that's Bobby. I guess Bobby is alone. And he goes, I'm never alone. And he reaches for his talisman, and when he grabs and pulls on the chain, a little mechanism opens, and out of the chain come these two creatures that fall out like black blobs, and then slowly materialize into the shape of a somewhat black, gooey ape and a black, gooey dog.
I do not like those.
Well, they don't like you either. It's fine.
Well, fair enough, but it's just those look familiar.
Well, they're gonna kill you, so get used to it. Okay, well that's Bobby. So Bobby's got goo. Anyway, on this side we have our champion from last round. You see him going. You see him going through a bunch of paper. What? Okay, I'm way up here. Oh God. Yell louder! The red mantles! The red mantles over here! Oh God. As you can see, they're ready to fight. They're over there cheering and yelling. They seem to be really ready. So, prepare in 3, 2, 1. Roll initiative.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
got the 20.
Okay, so you're here.
8.
All right, so you guys square off, and top of the round, Curie, you're up.
I would like to cast Fury Fire on all 3 of them.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
They're about 80 feet out right now. They're on the exact opposite side, so you're not going to be able to reach them just yet.
I'll move up 20 feet and then cast it.
All right, Fury Fire right there in the center of them. What can I save as that?
Dex save 14.
Dex save 14. The ape is pretty dexterous, but he rolled like shit. The ape fails. The goo dog is way dexterous. And I rolled out of my dice roller. That's a natural 20, so he's fine. And the bard, known as Bobby, is... Is he dexterous? He rolled a 16. Does that beat?
We.
Okay, so the ape is lit up in a beautiful glow. What does it look like? Describe what this goo monster ape looks like covered in the light.
Violet light.
Violet. Ooh. Okay, so the attacks against the goo ape will be with advantage. Next up is the enemies. So the one ape is going to just start rushing you. And it's coming right for you because you're right up front, and it's going to get about 10 feet away from you before it stops. And the other creature, and it's almost to where the ape is, it's just a little further behind it, and then you see it's going to pop out of existence for just a moment, and then pop in right next to Kiri. And it's kind of this gooey split as it lands, and it's right beside you now. It's used its action to get to you, though, so you're fine. And the bard is going to just kind of casually stroll up 30 feet. And... Nope. He's just going to kind of hang out back here playing his lute. Just like he seems real chill about the whole thing. Roderick, you're up.
I'll go up to the wolf to
Okay.
help to protect Kiri,
All right.
and I want to go into a barbaric rage,
Very good. Always a good idea.
and I'm going to attack it.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
I got a 6.
That is not going to do it. Yeah.
No.
You swing past, and it just kind of seems to just slide out of the way. It doesn't really move. It just seems to kind of metamorphosize in a different direction. And it is just barely out of reach. Sia, you are up. So these weird goo monsters are moving in. One of them's right on top of Kiri. Roderick ran over there to try to stab it. He didn't quite get it, but the ape is on its way, and so is the bard, but he seems kind of casual about the whole thing.
Like over towards our direction.
Oh, yeah, they're all heading towards you.
I'm gonna take a handful of bearings that I have, the 250, and throw them on the ground.
Where on the ground? Because you're going to throw it just in front of you, kind of in between.
Throw it towards where everybody else is.
Okay. Just give me a d20.
10.
10. You just kind of take them and go, and just toss them up into the air, and they kind of scatter in the air and land all around, and a few of them kind of land on people like, fuck. Like, not enough to do damage, just, it's annoying. We're in the middle of battle, and we're being pelted with tiny little pebbles. It's really not fun. But, okay. Would you like to move or anything like that?
Yeah, I want to move up.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up as much as I can towards like.
You can basically be
Anybody.
right beside to the left of Kiri, and there's the ape bearing down on you. Like,
I'll do that.
okay. Eris, you were up.
I'm gonna chill touch the bard.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's
he has,
the
like,
range on
120
that?
feet.
Oh, yeah, okay. More than enough.
120. Okay.
Yeah, so is that an attack roll?
Yeah.
All right.
16?
16 just barely gets him. Roll for damage.
7.
7 damage. Okay. Kind of similar. You see it grab his face, and he kind of jerks away as it starts to burn, leave like coal, like freezer burn marks on his face. And now you can see pretty clear like fingertip outlines that were cut across him. Top of the list, we out Kiri.
Frostbite. Con 14.
Which one are you doing?
Doug.
The dog. The dog is right on top of you. It's Con.
We.
12. So he is going to fail.
Fantastic.
What happens?
4 cold damage.
Ooh.
And he now has disadvantage on his next attack.
That's good, because he is going next, and he is going to try to bite you in the ass for that. 13 plus 4. And a natural 1. So he just kind of sits there, bites at you, realizes he can't do anything about it, and like a weird mushy sound appears where there's bits of black goo where he was, and teleports right behind Sia, just this black goo dog right on top of you. And the ape is going to charge right towards Roderick and roll an attack on you. Let's see how he does. 8.
8.
No,
Perfect. You don't
8
hit.
plus 6. Sorry.
God damn it. That
Sorry.
Why?
I wasn't
Why do you
done.
do this to me?
He's going to make 2 attacks, by the way. He's going to make 2 fist attacks.
Aye. Bollocks.
That's a 6 plus 6, so that's only 12, though. So only one's going to hit you, so that's good.
Aye. What should be for like 14?
And no, it's 4 damage reduced to 2 because you were raging, so 2 damage.
Aye!
So I'm going to need Sia to make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
No.
2.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah, so I have a 3 and I have a negative.
Yeah. So you look at this guy, the bard, and he just doesn't seem that bad anymore. Like, you just don't want to attack him. He just seems like an okay guy. Maybe there's a big misunderstanding. You're just not interested in attacking him anymore.
Awesome.
All right, that's the end of his. We're going to Roderick now, who has an ape punching you in the face.
All right. I got a natural 1.
Oh, son of a bitch. You swing, and just the sight of a goo ape, I guess, is just too much. You've probably never seen a normal ape, actually. So this might be normal. This might be normal for you. But unfortunately, just nothing. Sia, you are up. You have a blink dog now just to your left. He is right on top of you. Oh, I just told you what it is. Goo dog, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I am going to use my rapier.
All right, swing it down on him. Let's see what you get.
6.
6 is not gonna make it. Oh fuck! Not a plus or nothing.
No.
God, yeah, no, he's still standing. So you swing and a miss. You you just heard him kind of splat behind you, and it just made you scared. So you just swung and you just cleared way above him because he's a dog. He's pretty small. Go ahead, Eris. Eris, you were up.
I would like to firebolt the bard.
The bard. What's the range on that?
Yeah, that's 120.
Yeah, you're well within range. Go ahead and roll an attack.
11. It doesn't hit him.
It does not hit him. You're having to fire over your friends, so you're just like, you don't want to burn them or anything, so you're just shooting firebolts, lobbing them overhead, and he's just kind of casually walking up, strumming his guitar. He's having a good old time, not too worried about anything. Kiri, top of the round.
Crossbow to the bard.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Actually, I would like to do arcane weapon first.
Okay, good deal.
Ace damage. Motherfucker, it's a 10.
Oh, yeah, no, you fire it just short of him, and it digs into the sand and just comes kind of snapping off. And it's not able to do anything. But it's now the ape's turn, and the ape is going to once again take an attack on Roderick. That's a 14 plus something. I think that already meets it, don't it?
Yeah, it already does.
Yeah, okay. So he's definitely going to take an attack with his fists. Actually, he's going to attack twice, so... Second one's an 18. So, 1d6 plus 3. That's 6 damage on the first one, reduced to 3. So take 3 damage.
Aye.
And that is 9 reduced to 5. Well, 4. We'll just say it's 4. Round down.
So 7 damage altogether?
Yep, 7 damage altogether. There you go. And it's just bearing down on you. The dog is going to take a bite at Eris and just see what it can take out of her. No, not Eris. I'm sorry. See ya. Jesus.
What does it say?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a 12 for Sia. I don't think that hits, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No, it. All right, so both the animals are just swinging wildly, and the bard is going to walk up. Let's see what he's going to do today. Wait, what is this? Durations. Oh, that's looking at the wrong thing. All right, I need Eris. Make a wisdom save.
I'm gonna get wisdom +1, so I got 15.
15. It saves. So let me see if the target here is. You see him kind of stand across from you, and he goes, "You, fire girl, your dress is tacky." And for a moment, you're like, "Oh, that hurt," and you're like, "Fuck him, I'm fine," and you're unaffected.
Fucking bitch, say it to my face.
He
did.
did just from a little ways away. Roderick, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the ape.
Okay, roll an attack.
God damn it. Fuck. I got a 10.
Oh, I don't think that hits.
No.
It's just shy.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. 14, sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank Christ, you do hit.
Alright, thank God. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna swing down. That's
Roll
a
for
D12.
damage.
that'd be 11.
11, you take a big chunk out of him. You can see his left arm just come severing off as he falls over, catching himself with his other arm. And he's just standing there now, just kind of lopsided. Sia, you're up.
I'm just gonna take my rapier and just swing at him.
Swing the dog?
Yeah.
Alright, roll an attack. Come on, guys, you gotta kill these fucking things.
I know, I'm 7. I got a 7.
Oh, God! No. No, you're panicking. You've seen a dog before. You've never seen a goo dog that teleports, so you're freaking out, just slashing violently, and unable to make really any contact. Eris, you are up.
I want to firebolt the bard.
Firebolt the ball. Roll for damage. Firebolt the bard.
Please be good. 18.
18 hits. Roll damage.
Fuck, what is it? It's a 10. Right there. 8.
8 damage. So you fling another fireball at him, and he watches. He's like, it won't hit me. And then it hits him. He's like, ah, my hair! My hair! And he drops the guitar and starts patting on his face, trying to get the fire out. He's not enjoying that whatsoever. Kiri, you're up.
Alright, crossbow attack on him.
Okay, crossbow attacking him. Roll damage.
Never mind, got a 6.
Fucking A. Fucking A. It's going to be their turn now. The ape is going to run away, so Roderick, take an attack on it. Yep.
I got. Oh, there it is. An 18 plus 4.
Definitely hits.
So
Roll damage.
All right. I got a 10 plus 2, so that's 12.
So it turns to run away, and as it does, you swing down, hitting it in the back, and just dig through its body, and it splits it in half, and just turns into a wet, like, oily puddle in the sand. It's going to be the Blink Dog's turn. The Blink Dog is going to and teleport away, and then retreat back, trying to get in front of its master as best it can. Roderick, it is your turn.
All right. Hi, Kitty. Do you think you could heal me?
No, Roderick. I am out of spells.
Alright. Then I'm just gonna go and charge the, I'm gonna go and charge.
Alright, would you like to dash to get there all the way? You won't be able to attack, but you can get in the same space, or would you like to be just outside of it?
I will, I'd like to be outside of it.
Okay.
I'll go about halfway and then just ready up to dodge. Or,
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the dodge.
Alright, you were prepared to dodge. Next up is Sia. So the dog that was snipping at you has kind of bounced away and is now over at its master, who's about 30 feet from you.
So I'm going to try to attack it with my bow.
Alright, what are you trying to attack, the dog or the guy?
The dog.
Okay, fire on it. Let's roll an attack. Come on, these are good dice.
19.
19 definitely fucking hits. Roll damage.
5.
Okay, could have been better. Could have been worse. So you shoot it in the paw, and it goes, and it starts like thrashing its hand around until the arrow comes out of its paw. It's doesn't like that very much. Eris, you were up.
I want to cast Ice Knife at
Ice
the
Knife.
bard.
Ice Knife at the bard.
It is
All right.
60 feet, so I'm like in the range.
Uh,
Or do I need to
10,
move up?
15, 20, 23. Yes, you're in the range. You're good.
Okay, so at the bard, I want to do Ice Knife.
All right, roll an attack.
Roll good. Okay. 16.
16 just barely hits. Roll for damage. It's a D10, plus it explodes next turn, right?
It explodes. No, I
Ice
think it
Knife explodes on my
it.
turn.
Oh, in the same turn?
So 5, and then 5 feet. Each creature within 5 feet must succeed a Dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 full damage.
The dog gets a 19 plus 3.
Okay,
He gets a
it's
natural
the-
20. So they both get saves.
But he does still take damage. 'Cause
Yes.
that's just the-
Yeah, you
And
stabbed with a knife.
Only one of them would have had to do the Dex save.
Oh, well, the dog got a 19, so
Yeah. So. Okay.
wasted a
I'm
D20.
done.
So what's the damage?
Oh, 5.
Oh, 5 for both of them, or what is?
Just the one that it hit, because since it didn't do the Dex save. Or
Oh, it
since
doesn't do
didn't
half.
take the
Okay,
dex
gotcha.
save.
So 5 damage. You stab it in him, and you see it kind of It's almost like a dud. Like it just kind of, not a lot of oomph to it. But it definitely caused a lot of bleeding to come from that shoulder. He didn't like that one fucking bit. Next up is Kiri, top of the round.
I can crossbow against the bard.
Okay, crossbow against the bard.
Motherfucker! I missed.
What was it?
7.
Oh, fuck! Just charge his ass. Go stab him. Your crossbow hates you. Yeah. So the dog, you can see, is kind of ready and in action, and he seems to just be kind of like sitting back waiting for something. And I need Roderick, make a wisdom save.
Alright. I got a 15.
15 saves. So he looks and goes, I don't like your beard. And you feel that kind of enter, you're like, ah. And you just kind of shake it off. You're like, I'm okay.
That's so mean.
You don't like my beard? Well, that's
No, I
weird.
think it's ugly. I think you're ugly. And I think it's your turn. So, Roderick, you're up.
Alright. I got a 16, and then plus 4, and I'm going to attack. I want to attack the bard.
Okay, so you'll have to pass the
Plus-
dog, so the dog's going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Alright, that's fair.
Okay, so let him roll for an attack of opportunity first. 8 plus something. Let me double check. I think it's a 6. Yeah, I think
That's
so.
14.
No, it's only a plus 4. The 8 was plus 6.
Oh, yes, I pass.
So 12. Yeah, so he snatches at your ankle. You're like, oh shit! And you just kind of step away from him at the last second. So roll an attack on the bard.
So that'd be an 8.
8 damage? Okay. You take your blade and you just slash it across his side as he drops his lute a little bit and picks it up and starts to furiously play a guitar solo trying to keep focus.
Then I used I'm right in the middle of everything, so if I try to get out, then I'm probably gonna get
The
attacked.
bard will take a shot at you, and if you walk right back towards your teammates, the dog will as well.
Alright, so I can't disengage, right?
You've used your action.
Alright, that's fair.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, Sia, you were up. So you see him getting stabbed now. Now he's just being stabbed. So he is engaged with another player, so you'll get the stealth or the sneak attack.
But am I even close to them?
You don't need to be, though. Like, you still shoot your bow.
okay.
You can run up on him.
Fair. No, I want to use my bow.
Okay, yeah, shoot him.
14.
14 on the dog or the guy?
The dog.
The dog does hit. Roll
Okay.
damage. So roll with sneak attack, or yeah, roll with the sneak attack, which is I think a D6 extra.
5.
Okay.
The 1d6 plus 4 is 8.
So 6 plus 8.
Yeah, it's 14.
You obliterate this thing. You can see it's turned kind of to the side, focusing on Roderick, and you fire right into the back of its head, and it just falls limp and turns into a puddle at their feet.
Oh, cute.
Gross. Eris, you are up.
I'm gonna move up. I want to do Witch Bolt.
Which bolt
and
it
that's
is?
30 feet, so I have to be within 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20. You're there.
Okay. So, does he look like really hurt or no?
He's seen better days. You know, he's okay, but he's definitely had better days. His hair's a little singed. That's probably the worst. He's upset.
I'm probably the most worst of.
Don't want to do Witch Bolt anymore, but I am gonna move up, and then I'm gonna do Chaos Bolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll for an attack.
So, natural 20.
Hey-oh! Roll your damage and double the first one.
Wait, fuck. It's 2d. Oh, this is okay. So
Oh, I guess it's double all of it because it's 2d8. Yeah.
2d8.
Fuck.
So first one's an 8.
So
that's
16.
thunder damage,
16. All right, and thunder damage.
and then 3.
So 6. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 damage
And
plus a
then-
d6 of thunder.
Be good. Oh, it's only 1. God damn it.
Okay, it's still not bad. So you launch this thing into his back, and as it hits him, a huge crack of lightning and thunder envelops him. You can see it shake his whole body as he drops to his knees, and he is looking horrid now. He went from I'm okay to just he's miserable. His hair is ruined. He's been singed, burnt, electrocuted, stabbed. His pets are dead. He is having a terrible fucking day, and Curie can end it all.
Your loot looks tacky.
And you know what? Add 1 more damage for being a bitch. He's hurt. You hurt his heart. It's 1 more damage to him. Curie, come on, buddy.
Crossbow attack.
Crossbow attack.
Curie does not end it.
Come on, what did he roll?
7.
Why do your dice hate you? Oh,
I don't know.
God damn it.
Expensive ass wormwood dice.
Oh.
Fucking hate them.
Change your dice.
Oh, buddy. Okay, well, it's too late now, probably. So it's the boss's turn, and he is going to place his hand upon his chest, and then he disappears.
Oh, that bitch. What a little pussy.
He is invisible now.
Oh.
Great.
Wait, oh shit. Okay.
He is now invisible. Roderick, he was standing right in front of you. Roll just a d20. Don't add anything.
All right.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Yeah, you swing where he should be, but it doesn't hit anything. But that won't be your action. I'll just let you do this as a free action. Like he left your space. I was to give you the chance to possibly roll and hit him.
All right. So
he's gone. He just phased out of existence.
What is the ape?
The ape is dead. It's a pile of goo.
Okay, so both the dog and the ape.
And all his pets are dead. It's just him now.
All right. Then I would like to cautiously go back to Curie and
Eris.
And Eris and
Eris
Sia.
is kind of off to herself right now. She's a little bit further from everyone, but you can almost get all the way back to Curie and Sia.
All right, then I'll go back to.
Okay. Sia, you're up. He has just vanished before your very eyes.
I'm gonna hold my action, so if he happens to pop up in front of me, I just want to poke him with my rapier.
Okay. He's like, eh! This is like panic poke. Eris, you're up, and he is gone.
Can I hold produce flame as an action? Like if I'd have it and then like hold it?
it's you're holding a spell attack. That's fine.
Okay, so I want to hold that for if he comes up to me.
Okay,
Like,
that's fine. If you can register, he's there. Top of the list is Curie.
Yeah, hold my crossbow attack for when I see him.
Sure, the crossbow. Okay, that's brave. So his turn comes and goes with more silence. Roderick, you're up.
I'd like to take the sand, and I would like to grab the sand and throw it, kind of throw it around. Maybe I can get a visual of him.
I'll let you do this. I'll let you pick a general direction. Would you like up, down, left, or right? And if you throw the right way, you might uncover him. But I won't let you just do an area effect.
Then I will throw it up.
Up. So you turn to your left and you see Eris over there, and you throw sand in her general area, and it lands just before her, and there's nothing in between you two. So you know there's nothing in between you now.
All right. That was my action.
That can be a bonus action if you'd like. Because he threw sand.
Well, then I'm gonna do another action. I'm gonna use my my actual action to actually throw more sand around.
I'll let you do that. So you've already thrown up. I'll let you try that. So left, right, or down.
There's a little balance.
Let's go with down.
Okay. You take the sand and you throw it, and roll me a perception check. Everyone roll a perception check, because you probably see him doing this.
I got a 14.
6.
Okay.
2.
Fuck.
22.
Ayo! no! So the only person who sees this is, in fact, Curie. Curie, you see just kind of to his, like, southeast, when he throws it, you can see some of the sand displaces and seems to hover for a moment. You can see the general outline for just a moment before he starts to move away.
In that moment, can I take a shot since I'm holding an action?
You sure as shit can. Roll.
I'm gonna miss.
No, you're not! Come on!
I missed.
No!
Natural 1.
He's on death's door! He wants some milk and cookies
Can I
inside!
get advantage?
No, you can't! I was being nice not to give you disadvantage to shoot at sand!
I appreciate that.
See ya. Roll another
I
perception
cannot.
check with me. Everyone roll one more perception check.
Alright.
No, I got 3.
Fuck!
17.
17? What is Sia?
Yes.
8.
Okay, Eris, you see where Kiri shot, and you're doing produce flames, which is a touch thing, right? You can't throw it.
Yeah.
It can be thrown.
Close though.
He is. He's just in range. You have a held action. Throw it. Roll for an
I'ma
attack.
throw that bitch. I got a 12. That doesn't
God
hit.
damn it! It doesn't. But it's a fireball instead of a crossbow bolt, so it's a lot more flamboyant. You're like, oh, oh my god, there's a guy covered in sand, and everyone is aware of it. Sia, you have a held action to poke him with a rapier. God damn it. But it is your turn now, so you see this and you can take a shot at him. Would you like to try to shoot at him?
Yes, I
Please
would.
shoot him! Don't rolling shit, don't rolling shit, don't rolling shit.
I rolled a natural 1.
No! God damn it! What is this? Eris, it's actually your turn now, though, so you can still see him. He's about to dart in a direction.
I am going to Chaos Bolt the bitch.
Chaos bolt him, please.
I got an 18 plus
That
6.
definitely hits. Roll damage. Actually,
Oh, thank
don't
God.
bother rolling damage. Just roll to see what kind of damage, because he only has 1 hit point.
Lightning!
Lightning, describe to us what you do to this man.
Oh my god.
I see the sand shifting in the wind, and I'm gonna be like, he's there, bitch, and I'm gonna just like cast it out with my finger.
The audience cheers as they hear, he's there, bitch, as a lightning bolt comes flying into his chest, and you can see the bits of sand that was on him start to crystallize, and you can see it travel all the way through him as slowly his circular system starts to show up as he's shocked and bolted and shook, and you can see that his feet begin to bleed as he becomes into existence, and finally he pops into view, and as he does, he falls back, and the lightning disperses at him, creating glass just beneath him, and he falls flat. But he falls on the glass, and he does not sink. He lays there, dead.
I'd like to rush over to him and throw him onto the sand.
Okay,
Can
with
I run at him and
yeah.
grab his necklace? I want to steal his necklace.
Before you're not able to get there before Roderick just rolls him off of glass and pushes him into the sand, and the crowd goes wild. People are screaming and cheering, and they're just going, "Red Mantle! Red Mantle! Red Mantle!" just echoing through the crowds, and they are on their
Can I
feet
still try and
screaming
get there,
for all
though?
of you. What?
Like, can I still be like running over there to try and get it before he goes under?
I imagine he'd have to roll him onto his chest, so no, you're not stealing his amulet.
Damn it! Roderick!
What? Oh, you fucking
Red
fucking
Mantle! Red Mantle! And over the intercom, this loud booming voice, "Holy Jesus, did you see that? There's glass all over the place! Hey, guess what? We don't have to clean glass! That makes it a lot easier on me! Congratulations, the Red Mantles! By the way, their other name was the Red Crimson Phoenixes or something. Red Mantle's gonna stick, though.
Crimson Phoenix sounds better, just in my opinion.
Yeah, I believe you, but they're cheering Red Mantle. You're probably stuck with that. And you just continue, "Red Mantle! Red Mantle!" just echoing throughout this area. After a few moments of just applauding, you can take it all in. You can feel just the love coming in. Your instructor comes out and goes, "Well, that was violent. Some of the most violent shit I've ever seen. And I couldn't
We're
be more
amazing,
proud."
boss.
And he
Hey!
runs up, he opens it up, "Give me a damn hug."
Oh,
Alright, I give a hug.
Oh, he hugs you right back. "Get in here, everyone, group hug."
I'm gonna kind of like
We'll
kinda
hug him as
pat
well.
him on shoulder, like, yes, hug
What about
friend.
Sia? Everyone's getting a hug. She's patting him. What is Sia doing in this moment of triumph?
She'll give a hug and just, let out a little
Little
smile.
You all embrace again, except for Eris, who's just kind of patting him awkwardly. And he's like, I'm so proud to call you my squad! And that is where we're going to end it. Good job, everybody.
I